Welcome everyone, my name's Ali. Thank you for tuning in for another best class setup video for Advanced Warfare. We're going to be covering the ARX 160 Assault Rifle today, one of my favourite weapons in the game at the moment. The clips you're going to be seeing me using the ARX will be with an elite version of the weapon. I've done a video on it recently, I'll link it down below, but don't feel like you have to have the elite version. This ARX gun is great with any of the versions that you use. So within this video we're going to be covering classes, kill streaks, perks and all of that good stuff. If you want to see more best class setup videos, there'll be a playlist down below that will include all the weapons I've covered so far. Go and check out the playlist, see which guns I've covered, and then come back and let me know if there's a specific weapon I haven't covered yet that you'd like me to do a best class video on. So jumping straight into it, the ARX is an absolute machine. For perks, I go with lightweight in perk 1. This just keeps you agile and moving around as quickly as possible. If you're quicker and moving quicker, you're going to be a harder target to hit. That's why I like to go with that. Second up, I've got peripherals. This is going to increase your minimap from a small square to a wider rectangle. I literally always have this in all of my classes. It's very, very useful. That minimap is very important. And then next up, I've got scavenger and blast suppressor. Again, within perk 3. The perks are pretty repetitive within these best class setup videos, and I try and mix it up. I don't like to give the same sort of loadouts all the time, but these work really, really well, trust me. So then we have the actual ARX 160 itself. What's going to work for the attachments and why is this gun so good? So for attachments, I've gone with a red dot sight. Now personally, I'm not a big fan of the iron sights of the ARX. A lot of the iron sights for weapons in Advanced Warfare are very, very good. But for this one, there's a lot of actual weaponry sort of covering what you're looking at. And as a result, I find it hard sometimes to actually look at targets and lock on effectively. But with the red dot, this thing just absolutely melts. And partnering this as well with the foregrip means this thing is pretty much like a laser beam. It has very, very little recoil. And if you are deadly accurate and are really in the zone, you can just melt people at all ranges, and it feels amazing when you're getting your shots on target with this gun and hitting that trigger as fast as you can. It is a burst fire weapon, you've got to be aware of that, but once you get into the rhythm of shooting this gun repetitively over and over, you can shoot it very, very fast, and it almost feels like an automatic weapon, which is fantastic. And then finally, I have gone for stock, which means I've had to use a wild card here, which means that I can have 3 attachments on my primary weapon, which is typically what I do. And stock, you guys know how this works. This is going to allow you to actually have better movement while aiming down sight with the assault rifle, which is very important. You're going to be coming up against users that are using submachine guns, that are using quicker weapons that allow them to aim down sight and still be agile. And if you're an assault rifle player that's stuck aiming down sights, not being able to strafe very much, it's going to suck. Now, I also use strafing as an aiming, basically just as a way of aiming at longer ranges. I won't actually move my aim stick. I'll literally just aim down sight and strafe left to right while shooting, and stock again can help with that, meaning that you're agile and still moving around while shooting at people at all ranges. So trust me, it works very, very well, my friends. So that's covered the attachments, it's covered the perks. So let's jump into the kill streaks. Now the kill streaks are an interesting one. There's an absolute ton of kill streaks and a ton of kill streaks customization within multiplayer. I definitely switch up the kill streaks that I'm using quite a lot, but typically the UAV is always going to be on there. Next up, I personally like to use the bombing run because it's an offensive kill streak. You can take out quite a few players, and if you're playing a team-based mode and you've got the enemy locked down and you know where they're spawning, you can often wipe out multiple enemies very easily with the bombing run. And then finally the warbird. But if I was you, definitely upgrade the warbird. The warbird has the option to turn into an aggressor warbird or a defender warbird. The defender acting more like the assault drone, or the escort drone, sorry, from Black Ops 2, which basically stays over you and is your personal protector, whereas the aggressor is more like the typical stealth chopper, which would go out and aggressively search for enemies. Typically, I like to go for the aggressor option. That will cost an extra 50 points, resulting in that kill streak costing 900 overall. And trust me, it's worth it. It is an absolute beast, and I think you guys will like this kill streak setup a lot. So that's going to round up this class. Honestly, guys, give it a go. It's an absolute beast. Tons of you guys have been tweeting me, letting me know that you got the elite version of the ARX in your supply drops, but don't worry, just use any version. Get these attachments unlocked as quickly as you can, which is probably the hardest thing to do. And once you've got these attachments, you'll start melting people, and you'll have a fantastic class to use. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know which gun you want me to cover next. Check out that playlist so you haven't missed out on any of the other episodes. And on the screen here, you can check out more of my recent videos. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the start to 2015, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another brand new video.